This is a story of how I created the moonwalk. When you hear this, you may say, Daniel, you did not invent the moonwalk. Yeah, I did. The year is 2010, and my family and I are out on a cruise. We were on a ship called the Monarch of the Seas. And when people envision the moonwalk, they think of Michael Jackson's dance move that became famous for its performance during his rendition of Billie Jean on TV. Believe it or not, this is not the moonwalk. On the cruise, my sister Cassie and I were attending a kids-only activity club, and we were playing a game called Captain Says. Similar to Simon Says, an older volunteer acts as the captain and orders us kids to walk a certain way to one of the four corners of the room. During the game, the captain told us to moonwalk to port side, and thus we created the infamous dance. Instead of performing Michael Jackson's moonwalk, Cassie and I used common sense and assumed that the moonwalk referred to lunar physics when one bounds slowly across the surface of the moon. We started bounding in slow motion toward the left side of the room, and after a few seconds, we were eliminated from the game for not performing the more popular version of the moonwalk. Even though we did not win the game, we invented something much more valuable. Our creation of the moonwalk, to this day, remains one of my most profound accomplishments. There is little pop culture surrounding my moonwalk, but it remains a piece of culture for my family. At this point, it may be hard to admit that I am not the best dancer on the face of the planet. I mean, I've created my own dance move. However, anyone who has seen me dance would disagree. I'm not the man who steals girls with my six moves at prom. I do not host my own live dance shows. Most people would say I'm a poor dancer. This does not always make someone bad at dancing. While a lot of dancing involves knowing all the famous moves, a big chunk of it revolves around creativity. The best dancers are the most creative ones, the ones that see a dance move and try to make it better, similar to what I did with Michael Jackson's moonwalk, except intentionally. The best dancers have a critical trait that lets them think up new moves to release to the public. The one critical trait that the best dancers have over the rest is simple: confidence. It's what makes people famous. It's what allows creators to separate themselves from the rest, and it's what the best dancers use when they interpret others' dance moves to create their own. In order to be the best dancer you can be, you have to be confident in your ability to perform, and you have to be confident in your ability to create your own style and moves. Sure, all dance moves aren't hits. Look at my moonwalk. Did it catch on? No, of course not. But interpreting Michael Jackson's moonwalk in my own way shows my confidence and creativity when it comes to dancing. Think of all the dance moves that exist today. Someone differed and invented every one. Each move stems from someone's confidence to make his or own dance, which goes to show how big of roles creativity and confidence play in the art of dance. Many people completely brush off this aspect of dancing, but in reality, having the confidence to create your own style is the most important trait of any great dancer. As society progresses, I doubt that any poor Fortnite dance will ever surpass my moonwalk. So remember, if you ever come across a situation where you need some fire dance moves, either in your darkest days or in your most jubilant celebrations, remember to moonwalk. Or you can create your own dance move. Maybe you'll be the creator of the next dab or whip. You'll never know until you try.